Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another video on Obby Creator. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a JToH ring, and how to make it look great. This is mine that I have built. It's called Shark's Mini Towers of Heck. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let me show you a bit of what it is. Here's the Obby ID if you want to play it. It's 6550316 #5. So it says, "Hi there, thanks for coming to Shark's Mini Tower." Oh, I just realized there was a typo there that whole time. I was missing that apostrophe. I really hope you enjoy. There are lots of obbies people have created an Obby Creator like this, and this is my spin on it. They're all based off the Roblox game called JToH, so make sure to try that out as well. Thanks again for coming and have fun. And then we have the difficulty chart over here. It doesn't look exactly like the ones in JToH, but that's just because I was too lazy to make it look the same. And then we have all the towers here. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and do Tower of Absolute Simplicity, which is the easiest one. There's not really much to it other than just easiness. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and time lapse this. And then you get teleported into the win room. It says, "Great job, you beat the tower. Many challenges are ahead of you, so good luck. Also make sure to like this lobby if you enjoy it. Touch the green brick to go back to the spawn." Now I will show you all the things you should do when you do one of these. First of all, you're probably going to want the Advanced Tools Gamepass so that you can add music. And it's absolutely worth it, so don't think it's going to be kind of a waste. And then more space is really useful too. And then I actually built all of what's currently in here without more height, even though I have already purchased that, as you can see. So if you're building like 8-floor towers like I am, then you don't really need that, but you know. And then you can buy double cash if you want, but I haven't really ever had a need for that. So now you want to pick a song for the lobby. The song that plays for mine is called Night Vision. It's like a song that would play like at a dance club or something like that. So you can pick a song like that. Obviously you want to pick one that has the right style. And you want to decide what the style of your JToH ring is gonna be. Mine is similar to the one of Ring 1. You can probably tell because it's like in the sky and all the towers are floating on islands. So you want to build like the main island here now. You don't have to do like the bottom of here at first. You can just add the green things. And as you can see, some of these are quite expensive parts. So like when you put all of these, you'd have to wait a while to get the money. So then you're going to want to actually connect the main area over there to this island. So most people would probably put this way closer over there, but I wanted to put the signs and this pathway on here. Then you need the difficulty chart. So this is what mine looks like. It should of course be easy, medium, hard, difficult, challenging, intense, remorseless, insane, extreme, terrifying, catastrophic. And you can put nil on there if you want, but you know, you don't have to. So of course you need green, yellow, orange, red, dark red. You're gonna make it a quite neon or a quite dark red for challenging, otherwise it looks almost exactly like difficult. Intense, obviously that's black. Then pink is remorseless. Blue is insane. Extreme can kind of be a bit tricky to get because you got to get it just the right color so it doesn't look exactly like insane or terrifying. Okay, now that you have that built, you need to get the JToH portals. So you can find tutorials on YouTube how to make them, but someone just showed me how to do it. So basically, I'll just give you a rundown. You want to get a 2x6 right here, and then right here. There should be a 6 stud space in between the two 2x6s. Then you want a 2x2 wedge, and then another 2x2 wedge. So that'll make like the back frame of it, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, put the 1x6 right here. So that's like the back part of it. Now you're going to want the two 1x2 wedges right here, which just go right there so that it looks more like curved. And then I suppose you don't have to put these shiny things, but they are 0.5 by 2x2s. So, and then I went ahead and set them to the color, but since it has reflectance 1, it doesn't even make a difference. To the color of the portal. Then of course you need the teleport pad inside of here. And go ahead and do the eyedropper thing where you set the teleport pad's color to the same color over there. And then, of course, grab the teleport pad and make it teleport you into there. So make the teleport pad teleport the player underneath the music part. That way when they teleport in, the music will change for the tower. Okay, and then you can just copy and paste the portal. And then as far as music goes, it doesn't really matter, but do try to make the music fit the feel of the floor. And that can have to do with the difficulty as well. Because, if it's an easy tower, you don't want, crazy dramatic music playing or anything. By the way, each frame part should be 30 by 30 by 1 studs. If you see that right there, 30 by 30 by 1. Well, actually, it doesn't have to be, but that's how I set it, if you were wondering. And then I have it so that the first song plays for the first 4 floors, and then another song plays for the next 2 floors. So you can see that there are 2 music parts right here. There's this one, which changes it to the floor 4 through 8 music, and then this one, if the player falls, it'll change it back to the floor 1 through floor 1 through 4 music. Okay, there. And then as far as gameplay goes, if you've been playing JToH for a while, you will probably be able to figure out what difficulty, how hard each difficulty is. So of course this would be easy gameplay. Maybe not this half-stud walkway, but okay. So usually for the difficulties, if you find a specific type of jump, then there's a specific amount it should be. So let me explain. So a wraparound on easy difficulty should be no more than 1 stud. So that's how that is. Most of the time, in fact, they should be half a stud. Yeah, so I guess that's how you would do easy gameplay. And then as far as how far should a jump should be, I'd say not that far. Maybe no more than 7 or 8 studs. Yeah. So then the wind room, I put mine up in the sky and made the floating island shape of it. And then this doesn't actually emit any light. I made it so that everything in here is cast shadow falls. There's no checkpoints that'll kick the player if they don't hit them all. So right here, you could potentially laugh clip out and then just cheese half that tower. But I made sure that these are 1.3 studs by 1.3 studs. That way it's impossible to laugh clip out. Actually, I think there's some wacky glitch you can do, but it's higher than nil difficulty. You can actually corner clip out here, even though it's flat to the wall. But anyway, that's what the towers themselves should look like. Yeah, and then you want to decide your difficulty. Put these little things on there. So, there are some more things that I probably could add, but I just haven't really felt like it. You know that thing in JToH where it says, the difficulty legend, which difficulty color represents which difficulty, and then it says the power signs up here legend, where it says, by some random guy, corner glitching required, or whatever. You can add those. I've seen some people do them, but then again, it's your choice. I'm probably going to eventually, but yeah. Okay, so you need beginner towers, intermediate towers, and advanced towers, and psychologically unsafe towers. So those are beginner towers. They should be it kind of depends on how hard you want the ring to be. You know how in ring 1 of JToH, the hardest one in in beginner towers is medium difficulty, but the hardest one in beginner towers of ring 2 is difficult difficulty. Generally, you should probably make it easier. That way it'll be more welcoming to all users, despite how good they are at obbies. Because if you make it be a harder one, if you make the first one be a hard difficulty, then they're gonna be mad at you because they can't do it. Because yeah. Anyway, I would say that beginner towers should be easy to high medium, maybe a low hard if you really want to, and then intermediate towers should be hard to high difficult, and then the advanced towers should be challenging to low remorseless, I would say. And then the psychologically unsafe towers would of course be all remorseless. Yeah, and then you would put the soul crushing. You would put the soul crushing there, which of course means it's going to be insane or higher difficulty. You can put those in psychologically unsafe towers, or at least put the little secret path you have to take, or even if it's not secret, to the portal, like in the psychologically unsafe towers. And yeah, I know I haven't built the psychologically unsafe towers yet. How many times have I said psychologically unsafe towers? I feel like I've said it a million times. Yeah, and then of course the Citadel you will want to build, because every ring needs at least 2 towers per tower sort. I don't know what you'd call these. Per beginner tower, per intermediate tower, whatever. Every ring needs at least 2 per of those. Then a soul crushing, maybe even multiple if you really want to, and then a Citadel. Yeah, and I've been having a ton of trouble with part space. I've increased it many times, but yeah. So I don't even know what the maximum you can increase it to is. I believe it's 3,000. I don't know if that's going to be enough to fit all the more towers I'm planning to add here, but hopefully he'll increase the maximum part limit that you can purchase with Robux. As far as making the Citadel goes, that's actually the thing I was showing you in the last video for how to make a boss fight. I have it on a different obby slot just because it's going to take so many parts. Yeah, you probably want to add a little bit of obbying between the different things if you want, depending on how. Well, that can make it more like fun, I would say, so that yeah, so that it doesn't feel like you're just walking. I mean, I know I have it that for beginner towers because it's like super easy because it's the beginner towers. Then of course over here you have to do those simple jumps and then go on these trusses. Then here you go across these conveyors, but they actually go slow, so you can just like hold space across them. Another tip, you should set everything to cast shadow false when you're building these, because otherwise the towers will just be really dark and the lighting will just be horrible and it'll not look good. There are some things I have, as you can see by this shadow, there are some things I have forgotten to set to cast shadow false, but I'll get to that eventually. Also, I built this like billboard thing up here to attract customers, and I think it really worked because, as you can see, I have 163 likes on this. Yeah, so Shark's Mini Towers of Heck. Yeah, I also forgot about these things. Well, okay, on top of the portal, you need the sign. It says Tower of whatever. And then the 3 things you need on here is going to be, on the far right, it's going to be by whoever, and then in the center, okay, then in the middle, it's going to be, the warnings. It'll be like not recommended for mobile, various glitches required, etc. Then the requirement are these white ones on the far right. So it would be like tower crossing required, corner glitching required. I don't think those are like the correct colors on that of those, but whatever. I don't feel like making them absolutely perfect. Also, they don't actually have to be towers. They could be steeples if you want, if you're concerned about part limit, but obviously they can't be full-size towers because, one, even with more space and more height, it's not 1,000 studs high, so if you're trying to do like a normal straight-up tower like that, with things that are 100 studs by 100 studs, that means it's 1,000 studs high, because that's the normal tower size. So unless you do it like a weird tower where it twists and turns in the frame, makes it have a wacky shape, you probably won't be able to fit that there. But that doesn't look so weird on, well, yeah, that doesn't look bad, just it might look kind of weird if every tower had a frame like that. The Citadel, if you're building that in the actual ring, you're definitely going to want to do that. In fact, even on, well, actually probably not if you're building it with the 30 by 30 studs and you're building it with the more height, but the Citadel on the other thing, the Citadel, which I've made on a completely different obby slot. I actually made it be 65 studs by 65 studs, and I'm not entirely, well, the Citadel needs to be 15 floor, what is that? Whoa, that looks really cool over there. Wow, nice. That's a featured obby, by the way. That just caught my eye. Anyway, a Citadel should have between 15 and 25 floors. So, and like that purple one up there, that's just floor 12, and I can't make anything higher than that. In fact, that actually would not be floor 12. That would only be floor 11 if it wasn't for this one right here, which is at the same level like that. Like if you were to slide these two in. But yeah, the highest you can make it with a 65 by 65 frame tower is floor 11. So you are going to have to do some twists and turns like that. And again, that's only if you have the advanced, that's only if you have more space and more height, which I also recommend those if you want to buy them. They're really useful when you're building big stuff like this, and especially the more height, because before that was added, the height limit was so constraining in this game. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video, where I tell you about some tips to consider while making a JToH ring in Obby Creator. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribe down below. I'll see you in the next video, and have a great day.